So James Jones, former Packers wide receiver, was on Colin Cowherd's show, The Herd, yesterday. And so I want to share a quick audio clip of James Jones, his thoughts on Jordan Love and the Packers right now at this time.
So I got to own this. I don't think Jordan Love and the Packers, they're too young to go on the road and beat a Dallas. But I will admit, I didn't like him in October at all. But he wasn't playing with this confidence in October. I don't know what flipped.
Yeah.
He plays now like he feels like he's Mahomes.
Yeah.
Like we both watched in October. The play calling was cautious.
Yep.
He was what happened?
And I think that's exactly what happened, because I came on this show and I told you, he got to stop. LaFleur got to stop being plain Jane. He has to let this quarterback know. If you're trying to figure out if this is the quarterback of the future for the Green Bay Packers early in the year, he was plain Jane. He was cautious. He was trying to help him, save him, whatever it may be, whatever you want to call it. And he wasn't calling the game the right way. Jordan Love is a really good football player, sees the game extremely well.
Good arm.
A really good arm. Like, he can play the game at a high level. And that confidence is coming because Coach LaFleur said, you know what, young fella? Ball is in your hand. Your running back room been up and down hurt. Receiver room been up and down hurt. But the ball is in your hand. And the way he has been calling the game, the last two games. I mean, the Detroit game, he came out with a big shot play. Last week he came out with a shot play. And then this week against the Minnesota Vikings, he comes out with another shot play. So that lets me know that he's extremely confident in Jordan Love. But Jordan Love has earned that the way he has played football and the way he has thrown this football. And it's fun to watch right now. The Packers, to me, got their quarterback of the future for a while. Jordan Love is going to be that guy under center.
First off, when we look at Jordan Love, when it came to early in the season to late in the season, and Matt LaFleur and his play calling, as James Jones talked about, LaFleur basically decided, okay, let's let Jordan Love loose. Let's sort of allow him to push the ball down the field more consistently. And if we look at early in the season with Matt LaFleur, I fully understand why he maybe wasn't dialing up as many plays, deep shots for Jordan Love. Because Jordan Love, early in the season, if we remember, was one of the worst deep passers in the NFL. It was one area of his game where I was wondering if he would ever find a way and figure it out. Let's look at his stats early in the season. Weeks 1 through 7, this is from PFF, on his deep passes, which are passes of 20-plus yards. 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. 31st PFF deep passing grade. 32nd when it comes to passer rating. And so you can't fault Matt LaFleur for a couple games being a little bit more conservative, because he saw that Jordan Love, he was finding no success with his deep passing game. He was inaccurate, one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL, passing the ball deep. So, of course, as the play caller, Matt LaFleur thought to himself, well, if he's doing that poorly, we can't keep dialing it up. We got to give him some easy completions, some easy short passes to hopefully build his confidence. And since that point, Jordan Love has really taken massive strides forward. He has become one of the best deep ball passers in the NFL. And if we look at from week 10 on, Jordan Love on his deep passes, 6 touchdowns to 1 interception, the 4th highest deep passing grade per PFF, and the 7th best passer rating in the 4th most attempts, and that is with quarterbacks who had a minimum of 100 dropbacks. So luckily, the inconsistency we saw on Jordan Love in his deep passes early in the season completely switched, complete 180. Jordan Love has become one of the best deep ball passers in the NFL. So, of course, now Matt LaFleur is not hesitant to call up more things. I also think when you look at these receivers, the fact that they were so young, I think things are really starting to click for lots of them. And so when you have a very good offensive line that blocks well, allows the receivers to get the time to get down the field, Jordan Love is having time in the pocket to find his guys deep, and he's doing it at a very high level. And then on James Jones' second point, talking about how he thinks Jordan Love is the QB of the future, I would definitely agree. I think most of us would agree. And I think that when you look at quarterbacks in the NFL, it is crazy that the Packers have found a way to consistently find solid QBs, as they have Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love. And when you look around the rest of the NFL, there's so many teams that have so much trouble when it comes to finding a QB that can last 5, 10, 15 years. You look at a team like the Browns that year after year after year, they continually move through new quarterbacks, and Joe Flacco right now is playing really well, but the Browns, because they struggled so much with finding a quarterback, were willing to pay Deshaun Watson a massive amount of money, which I don't think necessarily was a bad idea, because if he got back to how he was playing, it would lead to the Browns being successful. But Watson has not been good, but I think some teams are very desperate to find a quarterback that can really carry their organization, and the Packers have found a formula for success at the QB position that you would assume lots of other teams would like to follow, but it's hard because you need to first find a really solid QB, so then you can draft a guy when the former QB has a few years left, teach him a few things, allow him to be patient and sit behind him. And I think first off, you have to find a solid QB that can sort of take you far, and then draft a replacement and allow that replacement to be taught by the former QB near the end of their career. So the Packers are in a good position right now with Jordan Love. And if you guys want more Packers content, feel free to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.